Thank you, Holly. Welcome all. Welcome to the light and love that is Unity of Lawrence. We obviously have a very special service today. We have, of course, our board president, Cindy Smarsh, speaking, and a special guest, Jeff Klein, with our singing bowls, as you see at the front, so you're in for a special treat. In Unity, we begin everything with prayer. Let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us and listen to this prayer. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world. We also acknowledge limitless love and limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation. And so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there is anything in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see Holly after today's service at the front of the sanctuary. Our chaplains will also pray for you during the week. Just fill out one of those little lilac prayer request slips and place it in the wooden box right outside the office. Chaplains can also visit in times of need. Just please let the office know. Your prayers are confidential, except in one situation, and that is when you ask Unity to share your prayer requests with the entire congregation. With that in mind, we pray today for Chris C., who has asked for healing as they learn to walk on a prosthetic leg. We see Chris standing in the light of the divine. We feel the power of love flowing into every part of their life, and we know that all is well, and so it is. Amen. And now, let's join together with Holly in singing, I Am As God Created Me.
Let's all stand together. Before we do this, let's practice saying this one time. Let's say, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Ready? In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. All right, that'll be our second part. You can follow me or Becky today. This, either way, goes as a round. Here we go. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. Here we go. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. Either part. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. Nice. Now let's reach out and say hello to our neighbors. Good morning to those of you out there on Facebook and Zoom this morning with us. Thanks for being with us. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am.
Thank you. And now it is time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me unity's founding principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And finally, our Unity of Lawrence mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. Cindy Smarsh, AKA Cindy D. Whitmer. Her superhero alias is a coach, counselor, speaker, and author who has over 35 years of experience helping people transform their lives. She has spent the majority of her life in various church ministry roles as well. She genuinely loves people, nature, travel, and curling up with a great book. She lives outside of Lawrence on 10 acres with her beloved husband, Ed, with whom she shares 10 kids and grandchildren who live all over the world. She believes love is the answer to everything. Please welcome Cindy.
Yeah, superpower. Okay, good morning. It's great to see you all here. It's great to see you on Facebook and Zoom. Thanks for being here. So when I went to church camp as a kid, we had a song we sang called If I Had a Hammer. Does anybody know that song? Okay, I'm going to sing the first verse. You can sing it with me if you want. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, nice, nice. Well, that song was actually written in 1956 by Pete Seeger and ended up being his greatest hit. Who knew? And he really meant it to be a power metaphor, so a hammer being powerful. And today we're going to talk about the power of our thoughts. So I had step-grandparents by the time I became a teenager, and their names were Dale and Nina. And they were these lovely people who loved to travel, and they had one of those vans that you could sleep in and had a little kitchen and things like that. So they took us on all these road trips, which was really super fun, and then traveled on their own well into their 80s. And one trip, in particular, they stopped at a rest stop, and my grandfather was standing there taking care of business, and someone came up behind him and hit him in the head and stole his wallet. and left. Now, I'm very happy to say that he recovered actually very easily from that, and I never heard a negative word out of him about that whole incident, not ever. All he talked about was, he didn't talk about the pain, he didn't talk about the recovery, he didn't talk about the crime, he didn't talk about, having to replace his driver's license and the credit cards and the cash that he lost. And he happened to be a gentleman who carried a lot of cash with him. All he'd mentioned about the whole thing ever was he carried around this little picture of my grandmother and him from when they were young, and he had carried it around for like 58 years or something, and he lost that. But I thought, wow, what he focused on just really caught my attention, because I think he would have every right to feel, pretty bad about the whole thing and angry or whatever, but I just never experienced that from him. So there's a quote in one of my favorite books. The book is called A Course in Miracles Made Easy, and it's written by Alan Cohen, and it says, "If you're hitting your head with a hammer, it would feel good to stop, but why not just not hit yourself in the hammer in the first place?" Right? Well, when we choose thoughts that feel really good, that's great. But when we choose thoughts that feel bad, it's like we're hitting ourselves in the head with a hammer. So principle 3 in the Unity movement says, we create our experiences by the activity of our thinking. And we know from Unity's principles that we are also co-creators with God. And so what you choose to think and how you choose to feel and the choices you make in your actions really do make a difference in the quality of your life. So 8 years ago, I lived in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware for a few months. This was a dream of mine that I was making come true, living just a half a block off the ocean for a time period. And I was on a professional sabbatical at that time, and I was going to write a book, and I was going to get in better physical condition, and I was going to start dating again. Those were my 3 intentions living there. And I got started right away in all of those things. I'd taken my new computer with me, and I was writing, and I joined a writing group to keep me accountable, and I joined a gym and had a personal trainer and was attending all these classes, and I was out meeting people and so forth, and everything was going really well. And then one night, coming home from a class at the gym, I tripped over one of those parking blocks, and I slammed down on the cement. And my whole left hand was all mangled and bleeding, and I was bleeding out of my face somewhere, and I was bleeding out of this hand here because I landed, I guess, like that. And my leggings were torn, and I was bleeding out of a knee. And I was in pain, and I lifted my head up off the cement, and I was like, how could you be such an idiot? That was my first thought. My second thought was, accidents can happen to anybody. So it was a little softer. And my third thought was something I heard Wayne Dyer say, who I love, everything is always working out for you. So, on to the healing, right? The doctors told me, you need to count on 1 year to have full functioning in your wrist again, and you may never have full functioning in your wrist again. And I said, well, that does not work for me. I need my wrist in full functioning mode in 4 months or less, because I was to go on this mission trip to Africa. And one of the requirements was to be able to pull 2 50-pound suitcases behind me like this, because we were taking all of these things to the people. And I said, I am not missing that trip. I am going on that trip, and I'm going to be able to do that. And they were like, okay. So anyway, I had surgery and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And for about 8 weeks, I had a big cast that went from to my fingers all the way up here. And when they took that off, my arm did not move. I mean, it did not move, not 1 inch. And I could barely, like, do this with my fingers. And this was 2 months before I was supposed to go on that trip. So I told my occupational therapist, I said, here's how this is gonna go. We've got 2 months, and I have to be able to do this, and 50 pounds. 50 pounds over here, 50 pounds over here. And she was like, okay. She asked me to put a bunch of ibuprofen in my body before I came to every appointment so she could push me as hard as possible. And I did triple, quadruple of the amount of rounds of all the exercises. And I went to Africa and I pulled those 2 suitcases behind me. Power of our thinking, right? That's the power of our thinking. So there's a Harvard study that is so interesting along these lines. A woman named Ellen Langer took men in their 70s and 80s to a monastery for 5 days and asked them to focus on being 22 years younger, to think how they would have thought 22 years younger, to act as if they were 22 years younger, to feel as if they were 22 years younger. And before they went, she measured their eyesight, their hearing, their cognitive abilities, their range of motion, and the length of their hands. And then in this place she took them, she put all kinds of pop culture things from 22 years ago. They wore clothes that they would have worn 22 years ago. So the whole environment was focused on that time period of 22 years before. And after 5 days, they left the monastery and she measured everything again. And guess what? The eyesight was better, the hearing was better, the range of motion was better, the cognitive abilities increased 60%, and the hands were longer, meaning the arthritis was starting to go away. Now that gets my attention, right? Okay, so now together, we're gonna do a little experiment. Okay, you ready? Okay, so I want you to look at your right hand, and at the bottom of your hand, there's like a little line. Probably you have a little line, just kind of right in here. Do you see it? A little crease in your skin, okay? And you ought to have another one on your left hand as well, kind of in the same general spot, okay? So I want you to line those up like this in front of you. Line them up just as best as you can, and then without, compromising that line, put your hands together in a prayer position and look at the tops of your fingers, okay? Notice where they are, okay? Just make note of it. Okay, then drop your left hand and then put your right hand toward your face. Look at your right hand, and together we're gonna say, grow longer 8 times. Okay, all right, I'm serious. Come on, play with me, okay? So 8 times, just look at your hand and actually believe that you're telling it what to do and it will do it, okay? Here we go. Grow longer, 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 grow longer. Okay, find your lines again. Line them up exactly how you did before. Put your hands together. Anybody's hands grow longer? Mine did. My fingers are up above, yeah. Did you have that experience? Okay, yeah, got some head nods there. All right, so don't worry, I'm sure it'll go back to normal, but you could say go back, go back, go back, go back, but we're not gonna bother with that right now. Okay. I've done that experiment before with people in conferences and workshops, and people have asked me, what else could I do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Sorry. Okay. I really have been asked that question. Anyway, seriously. Okay, so I got distracted. Let me see where I am. Okay. Oh, yes. All right, so we want to think about our thoughts as an actual spiritual practice, okay? So, because our spiritual practices bring us in touch with our divine selves. And then we're able to express that out in the world, right? And connect to the divine in others. And so as we're thinking about our thought, we want to think in terms of what our highest self would think, right? So would your highest self say, "You're such an idiot"? No, no. Would your highest self say, "Oh, I'm not good enough"? No. Or "I'll never have enough money," or "I can't figure it out," or "I'll never get over it," or "my whole family's crazy," or "the world is insane," or "our country is divided"? I mean, those are not higher self thinking, right? So in order to stay, getting connected with your divine and so forth, and stay in that space where you can really express yourself in the best way that you want to, you need to practice this all the time. Because it's not like a degree that once you get it or once you know it, you've got it. It's a moment-to-moment, day-by-day thing for all of us, me too. So life basically happens in two different spaces. At any given time, we are in a love space or we are in a fear-based space, okay? So the love-based space is when you're feeling all wonderful, you're feeling kind, you're feeling happy, excited, maybe generous, maybe trusting, secure, confident, all those things that we want to feel. And when you're in the fear space is when you're feeling angry, discouraged, frustrated, sad, worried, shameful, regretful, guilty, all of those things. So every moment, right now, you're in one space or the other, right now, and now again, right? Okay, so the trick is that when you're feeling not great and you're suffering in some way, you are in the fear space and you want to get yourself over to the love space as soon as you can. And so you want to capture what your thinking is, okay? So if you say to yourself, if something's happened in your life and it feels tragic, awful, you didn't want this, and you're thinking, "I will never get through this," you're in the fear space, right? You're not feeling great. So maybe you can shift over and just by thinking, "I'm willing to believe things are going to work out okay." Maybe you have an impossible boss at work. "My boss is impossible. It doesn't matter what I do, he or she is still, just extremely difficult." So again, you're over there, you want to get over here. And what could you say? You could say maybe, "I can contribute and feel good about my work no matter what," or "I can bring peace to any situation at the office," or just anything that you can grab that you can at least start to visualize as possible in your mind, or it represents what you're really wanting to create. And get yourself over there, okay? And just stay in that space as long as you possibly can. So remember, Pete Seeger said the hammer is powerful. And, when a hammer is used properly, it is a tool to connect and to build. And the same is true of our thoughts. They're very powerful. They're a powerful tool. And when we're thinking properly, we're connecting well to our divine, we're connecting well with others, and then together we can build a wonderful world. So thank you so much. And now we're going to have a wonderful sound healing experience, extended meditation with Jeff Klein.
Do you go with Robin? Do you go to Africa with Robin?
What?
I was just wondering if you went to Africa with Robin.
Yeah, I went to Africa with Robin.
I just wondered.
Robin golf.
Yeah, golf.
Oh, no, sorry, no. It's a different.
Welcome. I'd like you to gently close the eyes and become aware of your breath. The full inhale and a very long exhale. And as you breathe, do a check-in of the body. Start from the head, go down to the shoulders, chest, stomach, all the way down to the toes. And whenever you might feel a little stress or tension, just breathe into that point. And you'll feel it begin to release. Very good. Now become aware of your heart. See if you can feel your heart beating within your chest. Then take it a step further. See if you can feel the blood being pumped through your body with that heart. And in the very center of your heart, see this cobalt blue spark of light. Now there's a tube of light called the antikarana. This antikarana comes from source, comes down through your crown, comes down the center of your body. Visualize or see yourself inside that tube of light as it goes down into your heart. And see that spark of light, that cobalt blue light expand, get brighter as you breathe. This cobalt blue light is your soul. A very, very high vibration. Extremely high vibration. And as you breathe, see that light getting brighter and brighter. This is your connection to your higher soul, your higher self. This divine light holds the diagram or the blueprint of perfection for every cell in your entire body. And we're going to activate this divine blueprint of perfection in the heart. So as you breathe, see that light expand, encompassing, surrounding your entire physical heart. you breathe, see this light, this cobalt blue light, expand into your organs. Feel this cobalt blue divine light fill the lungs, every cell in the lungs. See it fill every organ in your body. Liver, spleen, gallbladder, large intestine, small intestine, stomach, kidneys. See it fill every organ in your body as we activate with the sound this divine blueprint of perfection that this light holds. See it fill your bones, your blood, your muscles, your tendons. See this, feel this divine cobalt blue light surround your entire physical body, like a few inches past the physical body. See it fill the aura. As you breathe, continue to expand this light, this divine blueprint of perfection. As you, your higher self, see it expand out a couple of feet from the body as it fills not just your physical body, it fills your mental body, it fills your emotional body, it fills your spiritual body. Your thoughts, because energy follows focus and intention. Ask that divine cobalt blue light to anchor itself in all your bodies, your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies. your own frequency and vibration. So that it can allow your higher self, your I am, to integrate in the physical body. Continuing to raise your frequency and vibration so that it can house your I am presence. To permanently affix your connection with God, with Source. And again, using your mind, ask that divine cobalt blue light to anchor permanently in your body, in your cells. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently open the eyes. As we finish, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I will try to come back to this level of consciousness to continue. I'm very deep. That was wonderful. Thank you. And now it is time for our time of thanks and our ushers. So as our ushers come forward for our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And as the love offering is collected, let's join Holly in singing, Where I Sit is Holy.
Where I sit is holy, holy is the ground. Forest, mountain, river, listen to the sound. Great Spirit circles all around me. Who I am is holy, holy are we. Body, thought, emotion, connecting you and me. Great Spirit circles all around me. What I do is holy, holy is my way. Work and play together, celebrate the day. Great Spirit circles all around me. Great Spirit circles all around me. Great Spirit circles all around me.
And as our ushers come forward, here's our prayer of thanks. Please listen. We are grateful and we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again. And so it is. Amen. And now for our opportunities. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like more information about Unity of Lawrence or the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. The Sunday Lunch Bunch is meeting today at Soha Buffet. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Soho, not sure. At the buffet, everyone is welcome. This afternoon at 2 p.m. will be the Singing Bowl concert with Jeff Klein. I just wanted to read a little info about Jeff since he led us through that wonderful extended meditation. After 20 plus years of serving as an avionics engineer, Jeff chose to develop his passion for alternative healing with energy and vibration. He has dedicated his life to becoming a vessel of divine light, contributing to healing, uplifting, and evolution of the planet. And I'd now like to invite Jeff to do a short demonstration for us of more to come at this afternoon sound healing at 2 p.m.
So, thank you. My prior life, I used to build the cockpit avionics for most of the military aircraft in this country. That's kind of what I used to do. And then I met a phenomenal Taoist master. So rather than flap my gums, anybody have any physical pain in the neck or shoulder right now? On a scale of 1 to 10, where's that physical pain at? 1 is I barely feel it, 10 is excruciating. Where's your pain? 4.5. 2.5. Who else? Yeah, 4. Yeah. 1. 4.5 is worse? Man, you guys are easy. Come on up, 4.5. Hey, man. So, what's your name?
Harmony.
Harmony, come back here. Okay, just face me. Which is worse, left hand or right? Which side is worse?
Left.
Okay, put your arm out straight toward me, thumb down. When I push down, you resist up. Try to stop me. And resist. Well, you gotta try to stop me. Okay, where are the other ones? Just sit there, thumb out, thumb down, put your arm out. When I push down, resist up. And resist. Nothing. Arm out, thumb down, resist. Nothing. Resist. Try it. Thumb down, arm out, and resist. Oh, man, nothing. Okay, with your permission, we're going to do a little work with some sound and energy, okay? All you do, your job is just relax. Open or close the eyes, either was okay. Arm out. When I push down, resist up. Resist. Pain gone? Pain gone?
I'd say it's at about a 2, maybe a little less now. So.
Where we are.
Great.
Thumb out, arm down. When I push down, resist up. And resist. A little different? Resist. resist. Not faking it, are we? Arm out, thumb down, resist. A little different? Thank you very much. That's how it works. You heard that we're all connected? We really are all connected. It's not just metaphysical. We are. So when you heal one, you heal all. And there's nothing rocket science about it. It literally is just that simple. And that's how it works. So hope to see you when we can continue this at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And by way of reminder, it's $40 for the session, which, based on how much it costs to do a copay to the doctor, I'd say that's very well worth it. So thank you so much for being with us, Jeff, and sharing your gift of healing. Please, as a reminder, we have open meditation every Tuesday here in the sanctuary at 6:30 p.m. Please join us. All are welcome. The men and those who identify as male fellowship group continues Thursday at 7 p.m. here in the sanctuary. The women's and those who identify as female groups first meeting will be Thursday, June 27th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the fellowship hall. Desserts will be provided. Please bring your own beverage, and please see Nancy if you have any questions. We are celebrating our 22nd anniversary in this building next Sunday with donuts and coffee downstairs before service starting at 10:15. It'll be a great time for fellowship and to celebrate our congregation. We hope to see you there. Evolution Sacred Sound Lab is meeting next Sunday, June 30th at 1:30 in the sanctuary. Everyone is invited to bring their own instruments or use one of ours. Please join us next Sunday as Robin Goth of the Unity Light Center will bring us the message, The Brass Ring, with special music with Lana Marie Haas. And now it's time to rise as you are able and sing the peace song.